What's up, everybody? Imagine you clicked on the link today because you're probably just like I was 5 or 6 years ago. You're interested in getting into the Amazon returns, the bulk pallets, stuff like that, or you've maybe been doing it for a few years now and you're trying to figure out the perfect strategy that works for you. Well, today I've compiled a bunch of the best tips and secrets out there that I've found and compiled them into a list, stuff that nobody else will tell you. I've did hundreds of hours of research on YouTube trying to find the perfect tips and tricks and secrets out there, and I'm gonna break them all down for you today. And if you hang around to the end of this video, I got a special secret for you. Stay tuned. All right, so the first thing you want to consider before getting into buying any boxes or pallets or anything like that is space. Luckily for me, I had a nice office already set up with AC and everything. But once I started getting stuff in, I had to create different bins and boxes, stuff like that, and it started creating problems. So my wife, of course, wanted me to put everything outside in the garage. But I told her, that's not really an option because it's hot out there, and if I'm out there all the time going through these boxes and stuff, I'll sweat like crazy. I'm here in Arizona. But she would come in and she'd say stuff like, "What are you gonna do with all this junk?" Or, "What are you gonna do with all this shit piled up over here?" Or, "Are you gonna get rid of this? Are you gonna sell this anytime soon?" It was just some of the stuff that you gotta consider before starting to make those purchases. So after a little bit of back and forth, we decided to move everything out into the garage. That way we'd have the most space available and it keeps everything inside the house looking nice and tidy, right? So, step one, make sure you have a nice quality home printer. Printers are very important. You're gonna use this thing a lot. Every box you buy, you're gonna have to print something. So it's very important that you have a nice quality printer. All right, step two. About a week or two after you start printing everything, printing 20, 30 things a day, you're gonna have to buy another printer because that first one probably wasn't built to withstand the kind of business purposes that you're gonna be using. So you're gonna pick up a nicer, newer model, right? Now step four, you're gonna wanna buy a nice thermal printer that you're gonna be able to use and print out labels for it. You won't have to buy those stupid ink cartridges that cost 40 bucks every week. You'll be able to do everything one time with this guy. Now step four is, after you've been doing this for a week or two, you're gonna wanna jump onto FBA, Amazon, stuff like that to get rid of some of your products. So you're gonna wanna pick up one that you can do multiple on. That way you don't have to interchange the roles every time you're trying to switch between different purposes and stuff like that. And then you got step five. That's gonna be buying this big bad boy Zebra here. The reason you're going to buy this is because the other ones will only print out USPS postage labels. And you're going to have to be shipping boxes to Amazon, you're going to be shipping FedEx, you're going to be shipping UPS, stuff like that. And they only accept the larger labels. So you're going to have to buy this guy. Now what I did is I cruised eBay and I found one for about 70 bucks from a business that went out of business, right? So I spent about the next 3 or 4 days figuring out how to decode it and get this thing to actually work properly. Worth it. Now for one of the big perks that nobody wants to tell you about. As you start doing this, you're going to stock up on bubble mailers. Bubble mailers out the yin yang. You're going to have to order these things in packs of, 1,000 just to get them at 20 cents a piece. But all right, now for more of the perks, let's talk about some of the great stuff you can find in these boxes and pallets that you're going to be able to flip for money. This lampshade. I don't know what it goes to. Freaking awesome. It's got one broken lever on it. Nothing, right? We'll fix that. We'll make some money off this guy. Next, I got this freaking awesome coyote call, right? Look this thing up on Amazon, eBay. It's going for about $300-400 bucks. The only thing is, whoever returned it didn't throw the remote in there, but no problem. I'm sure somebody's going to buy this bad boy. Cleaning stuff or something, hoses, awesome. MMA knee pads, hell yeah. Charbol, live it up. This is a bag of straps that you tie to a tree. It does something. You can look it up directly by the code here. Got this freaking A. Got this tire hider. You're actually going to put this over a stack of tires. Awesome. Somebody already tried to sell it. That's good. Now as you start to build up this stuff in your house and you get a lot of it as you're selling it and moving it, you're going to find some things don't really sell. So you're going to find new ways and exciting ways to use some of those for yourself. Save you money, make your house nicer. Honey, I think I'm going to replace this light for outside on our house. This one just came in one of the boxes. It looks pretty nice. It's just missing the bottom glass. Hey babe, did you try out this stand to charge your watch and phone? What? It doesn't work. Hey, have you tried to see if any of these clothes that are in this box will fit the kids? And another great perk of working from home is you're always going to have plenty of these USPS boxes laying around. You're not going to ever want to actually ship them, any of these, because shipping costs almost double. Everybody kind of knows that. But you can tear these things up and use them for insulation. You know, what I like to do a lot of times is I'll box stuff up in these inside out, and then I put them in another box just to secure them and protect them. All right, now you will run into a few issues with a lot of this stuff. It's going to require a lot of hard work, of course. Like, I can't tell you how many times I stay up till 2 and 3 in the morning, you know, researching what, you know, this A costs or what a $3 cell phone case costs, you know. But in the end, it's money. And occasionally you'll be trying to give something away on OfferUp just to clear up space and stuff like that. Someone will reach out to you. They'll say they're interested. They'll ask if you can deliver it. You ask them where they live, they'll tell you the other side of town. You tell them, oh, I can't do it. It's not worth it for me to drive that far to give you something for free. Well, then, let's say Linda will respond and she'll say, hey, if I come and pick it up, will you give me $20? Now, in order to be able to clear this stuff out and move it as quickly as possible, you're going to have to resort to different platforms, right? You're going to have to use eBay. You're going to have to use Amazon. You're going to have to use the OfferUps, Craigslist, a lot of those different sources in order to be able to find the right buyers for your products and try to help maximize your money. Now, when starting out with eBay and Amazon and a lot of the other companies out there, people aren't going to be willing to pay you full price for anything because you're new and you haven't built up enough online reputation. So you're going to have to sell a lot of your stuff at 50 to 60% of what you're seeing it sold elsewhere for. This is easy, right? We didn't get into it for the quick cash. We got into it for the long cash. We're just building our reputation, building our goals, setting everything up. And one day, it's going to take off. One of the best parts of getting into boxes and pallets and stuff like that is no matter how hard you work, no matter how many hours you put in, at the end of the day, you're always going to have a lot of stuff that you haven't sold. So you're going to make trips to, you know, Goodwill or one of those companies to give it away to them. Or, like I do, I just like to store a lot of stuff outside. And occasionally, we'll move stuff around and I'll go through it and I'll find new and exciting stuff and, you know, start all over again. Oh yeah, I almost forgot. I told you I was going to give you in on the biggest secret to my success, correct? What I did with the pallets and the boxes and everything else is I stopped buying them. All right, so I wanted to thank everybody for taking the time to watch it with me. Hopefully you enjoyed it a little bit. I am myself an entrepreneur. I like to get involved and do a lot of different things, and I try a lot of different things out. You know, next I'll do Shopify for you guys. I'll do, you know, the FBA for you guys. I'll do a lot of other things like that. And if that interests you, please subscribe and like below. Thank you very much, you guys. You have a great day.